why. Oh, it's getting real, guys. All right.
What's going on Facebook? We are currently at Creative Fields here, local to Nashville. They're a company that's just recently started up, and they're working on things with VR, virtual reality, AR, augmented reality, 360 videos, doing like tours of Nashville and all the cool hot spots that we have here in Nashville. So they reached out to me on Reddit and on YouTube on one of my VR videos and invited me to come out here and check out what they've got going on. So I'm down here in their studio right now, and we're about to jump in to some VR, and I'm going to show these guys how to do some sick bow and arrow skills. You're a bow and arrow guy, right? So we picked this because he's a big bow and arrow guy. So
awesome.
We are going to jump into Hollow Point.
So we have Wiley Sims and Ed Mason and Nathaniel Moss watching right now.
Oh snap! All right, these are some of my buddies from camp. Heck yeah! All right, so yeah, the cameraman, the man behind the scenes, is gonna be reading off any comments you guys have. So
Shane Davis just tuned in.
Oh man, a bunch of camp guys. All right. So let's see. This is a different environment than I'm used to from my VR setup. I'm going to go ahead and turn the volume down quite a bit. All right. So you guys can see all that footage, eh? I'm going to change up one thing to pointed. I think I used pointed. All right. All right. Cool beans.
Wiley says hi, Craig.
What up, Wiley? Should come out to summer camp this year and see what we got going on now. All right, so we're starting at wave 1. Looks like, how do you start wave? There we go. Start. I'm already showing off some excellent skills here. There we go. Oh, I'm not rocking the straps, but I think we'll be okay. I'm pretty good at not busting anything. Yeah, this game really is a good workout because of how many squats you got to do when these things return fire. Wave 2. All right. So ask the guys if they've got any VR questions. Oh, look, that's actually got 2 different ones in the same cube. Oh, well, I'm getting lucky with these not returning any shots.
What do you love about this game?
This game, well, it's got some pumping techno that you guys can't hear, but it really, like, this is a perfect kind of a workout game. Obviously, I'm getting a whole lot of squats going, and my thighs are going to be burning after a while of playing this.
Hey, Alexa, play some pumping techno.
Oh, you guys got one of those Alexa things?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
I can't find pumping techno laugh songs.
I guess pumping techno is not
play some techno.
An official genre. All right, wave 4.
John Martin and Morgan Bellas are watching right now.
Morgan Bellas, oh man, that's one of my gaming buddies.
Alexa.
Wiley wants to know, how was the sensitivity from your movements to the games?
Oh, it's 1-to-1. The way that this Vive works is there's 2 different sensors. If you want to pan the camera, there we go, wave 5. Every 5 waves you get to a checkpoint, which is good. Yeah, if you want to show the 2 different sensors, I think you had them. Ooh, man, I hate those ones that are above you. See?
So hard to dodge.
So I got, the ones that are above you.
Yeah.
The crouch doesn't work. That's one where you really gotta
duck
do this.
side
But I know there's a projector somewhere, and I don't want to do too much side-to-side movement. So yeah, you got the 2 sensors. Actually, if I do this, I should be able to see them. There's one sensor right there, and one sensor right there. So those 2 different sensors shoot IR, and it's got dozens of these little dots on the controllers and on the headset. And so the tracking is pure 1-to-1. Like, every movement that I'm making is perfectly coinciding with the visuals that I'm seeing. And I probably should have done a checkpoint for wave 5, but let's see if there's a way to back out. Don't have to go through the waves again. Alright, we'll just go through the waves again. But yeah, that's crucial to the experience, that everything is one-to-one, because if it isn't, then you start to get motion sick. If my hands are not moving exactly how I see them, then my mind, my brain, for what it's seeing, is getting different signals from my eyes than it is from the muscles in my arms and everything, and that's where it starts to get a disconnect. So,
Shane Davis wants to say, you've come a long way since Wii boxing.
since Wii boxing, oh man, yeah, there actually are some boxing games I need to get. Oh no, that one's behind the post. Oh god.
And Sam Edelin wants to ask, what's your favorite game that's out for the Vive so far, and what are you looking forward to in the future?
Favorite game, we were actually just talking about this before we went live. My favorite game is one that I just played for the very first time last night. A game called Bomb U. B-O-M-B space U. And it's a $3 game. I don't know. But see, I can shoot. Oh, I didn't get it. You can actually shoot the shot if it hits it. Oh no, I didn't hit from behind. Alright, there we go. Let's do this wave 5. So Bomb U is by far my favorite experience. And it's a PvP, player versus player. And it's wild, man. You're just on these tiny little platforms. You throw bombs and spiked maces. And what's the other thing? You get like a gun that you can shoot out your opponent's floor. And you're literally trying to shoot the floor out from underneath them and get them to fall. Oh, no.
So Tress Wynn wants to know, what platform and how do I get a hold of it?
This is the Vive. Oh, we actually got that one above me.
Nice. He said that looks incredible.
Yeah, this is the Vive. There's 3 main VR platforms out right now. This is the Vive. It's a pretty open source kind of thing. There's also the Oculus Rift, which got bought out by Facebook for $2 billion a few years ago. And that one actually has its motion controls coming out tomorrow. So I'm pretty excited about that. But the other one is the PlayStation VR, or PSVR. And that has been out for a bit. It doesn't quite give you the same experience as this, because it only has the one sensor. Oh, I'll get hit. But it's still, whoo, doing this and talking.
You're killing it, dude.
It's still a pretty decent experience if you want to see what VR is about. But if you want the true VR setup, the Vive, and soon Oculus with the Touch, because they have sensors, they have multiple sensors, you don't have to worry about what's called occlusion. Oh gosh. Whew. Which is where, if I only had one sensor over behind me right now, it wouldn't be able to see what my hand motions are. Holy crap! I haven't played this since like I first got my Vive.
So congratulations! Oh,
I hit the projector.
you've unlocked an achievement by knocking the projector. Good job.
Yeah, you've unlocked the office.
Yeah.
Way to go.
No, seriously, congratulations! This is your most liked live video yet.
Well, that's awesome. All right, heck yeah.
Yeah, everybody seems to be interested. You want to try a different game, or do you want to keep doing
Yeah,
this?
let's try something else. Something that is not as.
Look through our library.
Yeah,
See what we
yeah.
got.
Go to the desktop.
All right, let's see. We got.
Is it good in the mask? Does it need to be adjusted or tightened?
It's a little looser than what I'm used to, but it's fine.
I'll tighten it real quick. Here, hold on 1 second.
All right, we'll do zombie. Ooh.
This is Chris Gardner, co-founder of Creative Fields, right here, doing what he does best, adjusting
Quick cameo.
adjusting the Vive headset, which is very important.
Pay me the big bucks, people.
So Craig, real quick, I just want to ask,
Yeah.
favorite thing about VR. What draws you in?
The place that it gives you, the presence, I believe, is the marketing buzzword that everybody likes to use. In video form, you can see what I'm doing, you can see my actions, you can hear how, the things I'm saying, how cool it is, but you just cannot understand it without actually trying it on and feeling it yourself. Like the field of view, like what you guys see is nothing, but I see so much. I see so much around me. I I can just grab this steak, you know, and it's just like it just feels so real. We sat in this room for what, 30 minutes, almost an hour, just talking about VR and stuff. And I knew that projector was there. Like, I've been in this room. I know there's a red couch. I know there's like a blue couch. I know what's around here. But when I'm in here, I totally lose track of it. Like, that's why I hit that projector. You just completely lose track of the real place that you're in. And now everything is what you see. When I first did VR, I was doing a shooter where I had to take cover. So you guys can see on there, I've got like this little desk. Like, I would actually get down here and use it as cover. And at one point, I tried to lean on it because I was getting so exhausted from doing the shooting and everything and moving around. I actually tried to lean on it, and I fell through it because your brain is so convinced. I mean, this is first gen. This is like the basic, simplest form of VR. But it's still, even with the low resolution, the low field of view, and everything, it's still so convincing that your mind truly... No, I don't think I'm actually going to die from these... Cardboard zombies? What is this? I've never actually played this before.
Zombie Trainer's great. So pick up one of the guns there that we've already unlocked and just let loose.
Hold touchpad for gun options. Oh, I have a pistol too.
Yep.
Ah! Look at that. I don't know how to reload, but... okay, so pushing the touchpad reloads. I'm not a left-handed shooter.
I think if you lift up it
Let me turn that.
Yeah, and actually you can get a katana sword off your back if you just put the gun behind you like it's a sword and pull it out in front of you.
Yeah.
It'll pull out.
Here, we can go with these off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that way it can go ahead and unplug me. This game was pretty loud, so
oh, was it
I'm
loud?
fine going. I like a surprise. Now am I really using a purple one touch
Actually, we
shotgun?
can connect the Alexa. Alexa, be Bluetooth discoverable.
Oh, pirate practice. Oh my goodness gracious. Horror games in VR are a really cool thing. I haven't done too many VR games that are horror, but obviously this one is zombies, but it's not really a true horror kind of thing. But there are some really cool horror experiences that when these things can sneak up on you. And audio is such a big thing.
I'm getting it right now. 360
for,
audio?
Yeah, 360 degree audio. It's such a big thing with... typical gaming has been like 2-channel with like a subwoofer 2.1. A few games do pretty good 5.1, but with VR, also vertical. It's not just where it's coming from around you, it's how high, how low is it around you. It's such a big thing with VR. So the gaming world is going to have to change and adapt to these things that they just haven't had to really keep track of.
Don't.
All right.
Hey. Just don't.
Shoot to return to the safe house. All right, so let's actually do skill test. Oh, there we go. All right, I want to switch. I want to actually get I want a pistol in my right hand. Full trigger to get. All right, cool. All right, let's do some skill tests. Bowling. All right, my brother, he would really like that. Let's go with backyard barbecue. Tennessee is known for. Oh my gosh, they've got so many. All right, nothing like a pair of T-bone, blah 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 blah. Getting attempts before the stakes are ready. So basically, shoot zombies. All right, wound a zombie to start the timer. Do I go ahead and get the? All right, let's go with use me. I always like a classic AK. All right, so I guess I just looks like I'm going for headshots, maybe. Do I shoot those? Oh, they explode. Oh wow, wow! You guys see the like the physics that they got going on there? That's pretty crazy. Let's go full auto. Now, obviously, this is something that doesn't translate perfectly to VR. With the, I've got some tactile, some haptic feedback in the controller, but it can't quite grasp the actual act of firing a real AK-47, which in real life shoots a 7.62 bullet. It's a big bullet. It packs a punch. And oh, there's a propane. Got it. So there's nothing is coming close to shooting the actual firearm where it kicks and everything like that. But still, the rest of it, like the act of the way that I see my vision, is true to real life. Like I actually have a sort of depth of field to this. And I'm shooting this with both eyes open rather than squinting and closing the one eye, which can mess up your vision. So I'm shooting this with, oh, there's some back here. I don't know how much I have to destroy them, but for them to be considered truly destroyed. But so there's there's a depth of field. When I'm looking at that treetop, I actually do see the two different rifles. The same thing as if you were to hold your hand out right now and look at an object past your hand, you would see two copies of your hand. So, did I finish it? Am I just shooting sticks? Ooh, mushroom cloud. This is pretty crazy though. Alright, well let's go back to the Satos then. So yeah, the way that it gives you that place, that presence, everything just feels so right. Now obviously they're making changes to controllers. The Oculus Touch is coming out soon, and they've got like capacitive over the entire controller. You know, if I'm holding it out like this with my fingers not really touching anything, it knows. So you can do things like you can go like this, and it'll know that you're giving somebody like a thumbs up. And if I point like that, it knows that you're pointing. And so for the social element, that's obviously why Facebook got it. They're a social network, so they they're wanting to really push the social interaction that VR can do. People have got like VR houses where you can set up like a house similar to what your actual house is, and you can have a friend who's in New York, I'm here in Tennessee, he can come in and hop into my house, and we can both have like a set up where I see my VR screen and he sees his VR screen that's local to his desktop. And if he's doing something cool, he can, hey Craig, come check this out, and I can just literally like take a few steps over, lean over his shoulder, and like look at his monitor. It's just like you're in a true like a working environment, like in an office or in a school. So it's got these really cool social elements to it. I know Facebook are really wanting to push VR shopping, and that's gonna, let's go with Ghost Town. And so they want you to be able to go to your mall virtually and have a scan of your body, like before you ever go in. You've got like a full scan of your body, and then you can go into like a location that sells clothing, hats, shirts, dresses, pants, shoes, whatever, and you can like try it on, and you can like look and see what you look like before you had actually purchased that article of clothing. And so yeah, there's just beyond gaming, there's so much that VR has. Alright, we got wave select, terminate this zombie to start. Soon they will be coming from all directions. Dig in. Oh, well, probably not that direction. But alright, looks like we got, let's go with the G3. Can I have, I can only have the one gun at a time. Alright. Let me get it in my right hand. There we go. Alright. So shoot this zombie to begin. Wave start. Alright. This is pretty cool. Oh yeah, I can actually hear the audio now. Now another thing that is kind of happening on the DIY scene, Vive, HTC, and Valve, oh geez, these really do. I'm just going to go full auto on this. Yeah, that works. I've been trying to conserve my ammunition and whatnot, but I don't think this game even cares about conserving your ammunition. Wave 2, cool beans. So what was I talking about before I went on that random train of thought?
You know what's fun in this one? You can throw the meat; they'll all gather around and
I was wondering what
blow up the tanks.
Try throwing a tank at it and just blowing them up.
Yeah, then they'll throw a tank in there. And
throw it. Oh, one of the
like
gas
propane tanks, and then hit it with your gun.
Oh, there's already one out there. Hope I don't blow them both. Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
and then
cool.
if they get too close, if you pretend like your gun is a sword and just grab it out from behind your back, just reach behind your back. Now it's a katana blade.
That's so cool. That's another cool thing about VR is people learning all the different ways you can interact. Like, oh geez.
Gotcha.
Oh man. All right. That's pretty cool. What other? We have let's try the G36. I don't know what's the difference between all the. Hit him with the sword. I don't know if there's like differences in stats on the guns and whatnot. Oh, I like the sound of the G36 though.
I like the sound of it too.
Yeah. But yeah, just the creativity that the developers are coming up with, like how you can interact with with yourself. Like at some point, somebody said like, well, the inventory in typical video games, it has to be something that you can see. But in this, I can like reach down here and grab a magazine off of my belt, my Batman utility belt. Like I can grab stuff from there that I'm not even looking at. I can grab a freaking katana off my back and stuff like that. It's just so cool.
How does VR connect you on an emotional level that video games didn't before?
I've actually done some pretty cool. They're not really like games, with the full-on interaction that I have like right now. But there's been like people have been doing free experiences like with opera and whatnot. And you can see the opera and you can like watch a play. I'm trying to remember the name of one. It's like the name of it's something to do with fire. And the thing that's happening is you're seeing like, flares and you're seeing particles, flame. If you take two pieces of wood that have been burned and you smack them together and all the embers shatter and stuff. And that's what it's all about. It's this play that you see, and it's all acted out by I guess you could call them like pixies or fairies or something like that. And they're floating around with the embers and everything. It was really, really emotional. Like it's something that if I just saw on a 2D screen, maybe in a theater, it'd be cool. I'd be impressed by the visuals and whatnot. But being in the action, it's like it's all it's not something that I'm consciously doing. Like I'm not typically a pretty emotional guy. I can't remember the last movie that made me tear up. Probably Jaws 2 or something like that. Some dude died in some way. It's a long story, but I think that was the last movie that truly made me cry. And I was young. I was probably like 10 years old or something like that. But so going into these VR experiences, it's like. It has that sense of, when you hear about somebody, you read the obituaries in the newspaper, because kids these days read the newspaper, specifically the obituary section. But, that doesn't mean something because you didn't know them. You didn't know what they had done in their life, what they had contributed to impact your life. So there's that disconnect. It's just another person who's passed away in this world. And that's kind of like what this is. When you're watching a movie, you're just watching the movie, but in VR, you're actively standing next to these people, and in some of them, you can interact with them, and it's on a whole nother level. Like you don't want to be more emotional, but because you are there, it is kind of like
a reaction.
They actually you react.
Yeah.
Chris Milk, who directed Clouds of Sidra, which is one of the first United Nations videos, he gave a TED Talk in February of 2015. And the thing that he said I thought was really impactful, and that was, this is an emotional machine.
Oh, yeah.
This can help people because emotions are those underlying feelings that arise from stories that we tell ourselves, read about, share with others, and experience. And you can give somebody the first time the opportunity to walk a mile in another man's shoes.
Definitely. Oh man, I subscribe to TED on their YouTube channel, but man, I've been really slacking. I'm sure there's, woo-wee.
Well, you're playing a lot of VR. I don't blame you.
I'm sure there's
kind of addicting.
I'm sure there's a lot of talks that I can't wait to see all the brilliant, the legit smart geniuses out there that do studies and analyze the emotional impact that VR can have. I know one thing outside of gaming that VR has is the medical field, but also with soldiers who come back from serving, the effects of PTSD. People have been using VR to help people, get over phobias. People with heights problems, like my mom, they put them in a VR situation where they're on top of a skyscraper and they have to walk the edge of the skyscraper. Where's the meat? Oh man. Yeah, it can get you to get your voice to go to high pitches that you don't expect because stuff just sneaks up on you. Oh man! All right, let's
Give him PewDiePie run for his money there.
Oh gosh!
Well, thanks so much for being in the studio today. We're gonna wrap it up on the live feed, but
this has been awesome.
Yeah, awesome. So, any last words before you sign off?
You guys have got to check out VR. Find a friend. You guys are all watching me on Facebook, so just contact me. I love demoing this stuff for my friends and family. Just like these guys are, letting me demo the stuff that they've got on their systems and in their environment. That's one thing that the VR community loves. We just want to share VR. We want to get it into the hands, physically into the hands of people who don't have a $2,000 computer that can run this stuff at high frame rates. We just want you to get to try it out so that when it gets to something that is more affordable and people are used to it, you know, cell phones came out, they were this crazy new thing, then people got used to it. That's what VR is going to be someday in 5 years, 10 years. We just want to help it catch on faster, and we want to really, you know, fan the flames of these creative experiences. These developers are, you know, they're taking a big risk. I mean, VR is not in the hands of as many people as a PlayStation 4, as an Xbox One, as a Wii U. It's not out there as much. So by putting their budget up there for something they know less people are going to be able to buy, it's a big risk. So we need people to, you know, get access to VR so that they can help buy these games and these experiences and help support these developers. So, you know, reach out to me, guys, on Facebook or my YouTube channel or whatever. It's Craig1287 for the YouTube channel, and just reach out and, you know, set up a date and time that you guys can come on out. And heck, these guys again, Creative Feels is your company. You know, go to creativefeels.com, get in touch with these guys, and I'm sure if you're in this Nashville area, if you live near, I'm sure they would love to have you guys come out and tour and get to do this experience that I've done. They've got a lot of cool events that are planned over the years. You can follow them on all the social networking, and you can go to these events that they're going to be going to in these events, and it's just, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point because VR is just crazy, and I don't even see you guys.
You're
talking to
saying
these
great
zombies.
stuff, and we're loving it.
Yeah.
I'm talking to zombies right now.
Yeah, the Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, my audience are a bunch of cardboard zombies, so I don't even know. You guys could be making little faces and stuff to me. I don't even know. I'm in a totally different world, and that's what VR can give you. You can just go to target practice anytime you want. You want to go to Italy, you can just go to Italy and Google Earth. You can just, the possibilities are endless in VR. So yeah, that's what I got to say.